see here. How are we going to do this? Get the best light for you guys. You guys are crooked. Damn mount's getting old. No matter what I buy and spend money on, everything goes to shit. You guys are just going to have to be crooked. No. Well, let's see here. Shit. That doesn't want to turn. Yeah, that's not going to turn. Damn it. Just failing here. Shit. Failing everything. Nobody's here anyway, so what's it matter? Reschedule. What the fuck is going on? Come on. Boy, I'm having hella troubles here. Doesn't matter, nobody's here anyways. Are we not going to have anybody come in tonight? I'm wasting my time doing the live event. With a crooked ass phone, a crooked ass mount, a phone that keeps resetting. Try that. Anybody here? Nobody's here? Phone's crooked. No matter what I do, this mount's going crooked. I mean, it's screwed in tight. Everything's screwed in, I thought. I'm gonna tighten this up, I guess. Is anybody here? Nobody's here. Nobody's here. I guess we're going to do a live event with nobody here. No audience. Live event with no audience. Sure, that works. Can't even see the numbers. Oh, somebody's here. Great. At least I'm not alone. Who's here? Give me a thumbs up and go down in the comments and tell me who you are. Chainsaw Redeemers had a rough day. We're in Shop 2.0. I'll have a coffee while I wait and see if we get an audience. Who's here? Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And comment who's here, please. Blanche, hey neighbor. You're so loyal. I love your loyalty. You're so loyal to me. Thank you so much, Blanche. You're amazing. You make my life better and easier. Should we send a text out and let people know we're live? I suppose we could. Maybe that will help. See if I can find my last mass text. We sent 2 out. We'll try again. Oh, did you leave, Blanche? It says 0 now. Yeah, it says, it's weird, Blanche. It says there's nobody here, even though you're here. So, we did that one. So, I was hoping we'd get a little bit more of an audience. But even though Blanche is here, it says 0, which is odd. Kind of weird. So, I just need to go do this real quick so I can see the chat because the phone's a little far away. Account. We'll change accounts. And we will... No, that's an old live event. But we'll do this. There's nobody here. We got no thumbs up on the video. Okay, no thumbs up. There we are. We found it. Yeah, I see your chat, Blanche, but it says you're not here. Did you hit the thumbs up, Blanche? Because it's not showing the thumbs up either. I don't know why YouTube does me so dirty. It's really messed up. But anyways, we'll give it a minute, see if anybody comes in. You guys let me know if you're here. Oh, that's kind of cool. We can do those little chats. Look at that. 100. What else we got? When I get the group text, I get others' messages to you. Yeah, when you do a group text, Blanche, anybody that says anything in that group text, the whole group can see it. That's how it works. Should I click it? Click what? I don't know. Click what, Blanche? Did you click the thumbs up, Blanche? Hit the thumbs up on the video. It says no thumbs up. It also says nobody's here. But apparently you're the only one here, Blanche. Nobody else is in the chat. Well, there it says 2 now. Go in the comments as you guys come in. Let me know who's here, please. All I see is Blanche so far. It says we got 3 people, but I don't see any other comments. There we go. There's Curtis. Yeah, I know Curtis. Nobody cares about me. It's okay. I'm used to it. We're gonna talk about love and people caring about you tonight. We're gonna talk about my uncle tonight. We're gonna talk about my day, and we're gonna talk about what happened. Uh, he wouldn't fight me, but I was trying to get him to fight me in the yard, man to man, because of the way he treats me, and I'm tired of it. Okay, great. Curtis, how you been doing, neighbor? How's your day going? I put out a couple of videos. I didn't even do thumbnails on them, but I was thinking of you, Curtis. The saying goodbye to the 200T, and then I did another one. I forget what it was, but they had been delayed because I hadn't made thumbnails yet. I'm not. I suck at remembering to make thumbnails, and when you put a video out without a thumbnail, it doesn't do so good. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started, you guys. Um, the first thing I want to talk about is what I put in the live title: "How One Little Lie Can Spark a World War." I think next to pedophilia, thieving and lying are the 2 worst types of character there can be. Yeah, I feel you, Curtis. Same old shit, neighbor. Same old shit. I'm going to show you guys the progress I've made and why all this is a mess back here right now. It was really organized a few hours ago, but I'm trying to get the construction done because I'm desperately trying to get the building wired for electrical. Okay, so when a person tells a lie, what happens is Ted Neitzel. Hey, Ted Neitzel. Thank you for being here, Ted Neitzel. Love you, neighbor. You're really loyal too. All you guys that are here at my live events all the time, is you guys are so loyal. You make my life better. You make my life easier. Hit the thumbs up, please, you guys. If we have 8 people in here, we should see 8 thumbs up. Please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. A lot of times what happens when you tell a lie is basically when evidence is submitted to you that you're caught in the lie, most people will continue to lie. And so basically what happens is you have these layers of lies that build up. Yeah, thanks, Curtis, for hitting the thumbs up. It doesn't tell me who hits it, but I see 6 people and I only see 3 thumbs up. So we're trying to get you guys to hit the thumbs up when you come in, and to comment when you're here. That's what I like in the live events. I like you guys to comment that you're here so I know who's here, and hit the thumbs up to help the algorithm. And so basically what happens is you end up forgetting your lies in between. You might remember your initial lie, but all the lies you've told to try and justify your first lie. Oh, by the way, Curtis, I don't know if I ever told you, but thank you so much for becoming a member, neighbor. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Ted, I know I'm hot, neighbor. Thank you so much. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, Ted. You end up telling more lies because you forget your lies, and then you have to tell lies to replace the lies that you forgot that you lied. Okay, so my uncle is a pathological habitual liar. And I'm the type of person, I care more about the way you treat me than I do anything else. A lot of people throw around the word respect like, oh, you're disrespecting me, bro. But when you look up the definition of the word respect, it says a regard for one's feelings, emotions, time, talent, skills, attributes, etc. Okay, notice how that starts out. Regard for one's feelings and emotions. And so disrespect, obviously the definition is just the opposite of that. A disregard for one's feelings, emotions, time, skills, talents, attributes, etc. So really, disrespect is disregarding somebody as a human being. It's basically treating them like trash. It's not caring about their emotions. It's not caring if you impact their life in a negative way. It's picking yourself before them, picking TV, food, sleep, and material items before the human being. And I'm the type of person, you can abuse me physically and beat me bloody, and that will hurt me less than you telling me one lie. Because here's the thing. It's much better to tell the truth. Even if the truth is something bad, It's better to tell the truth up front, especially with me. Maybe not with other human beings, but with me. Because when you tell me the truth up front, I can work with it a lot better. I use the word often. What word, Blanche? Oh, respect. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's much better, even if the truth is bad, to tell me up front. My uncle one time had been lying to me about giving money to his scammer. Um, if you're regular to the channel, you've heard me talk about my uncle's scammer, uh, and how he's given tens of thousands of dollars over the past decade to a fake scammer that he thinks is Dolly Parton, and it's obviously the same person pretending to be his son. Hey, Horton. Yeah, that's right, telling the truth. Uh, Pretending to be his son, pretending to be his ex-girlfriend that allegedly he had this child with, even though she has no children and is barren. And my uncle believed this shit. Gave away tens of thousands of dollars. When I first moved here, AJ, what's up, neighbor? Yeah, you've missed the last few, but you have been in a live before, neighbor. Gary, hey, neighbor. Welcome to the Greasy Shop. Hey, no, listen. Greasy Shop Rag is his own thing, neighbor. I'm the dirty, filthy, vile, disgusting Shop Rag. I like Greasy Shop Rag. He seems like a stand-up kind of guy. I respect him, and I wish I had more time to watch more of his videos. Gary, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much, neighbor. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, Gary. Um, uh, and so yeah, he is. He's a good dude. And so uh, when I first got here, my uncle didn't have a job. Prior to me coming here, basically what happened, you guys, is my uncle lived with my grandmother his entire life, his mom. And she enabled a lot of shitty character in him. My uncle at one point was over 400 pounds. Okay, he was an over-the-road truck driver. He's been through a lot of jobs. And him and my grandmother, I believe, even though he won't fully admit it, that's right, Curtis. I'm the same way, man. You know, it's kind of like neighbor Kyle. We'll get back to that someday, but yeah, I tell everybody that comes in my life. That's why I don't call people friend, because a friend is there no matter what, through thick and thin, and they never leave your life ever, ever, ever. They stick by your side no matter what. And he bullied me into calling him friend, and then a couple weeks later he was gone. I don't necessarily have any ill will against Kyle, but I think, you know, if he was a Christian, I would, but he doesn't believe in Jesus. And so morally, I think it's wrong that he cut himself out of my life, but that's his choice. Anyway, so prior to me coming here, my uncle was getting money from my dad. My dad was actually giving him money, and my dad knew that some or most of the money was going to my uncle's scammer. But I think my dad kind of felt bad for my uncle because my grandmother died, and my uncle was completely alone. Oh, you can't see my face. Okay, yeah, I figured that might be the issue, Curtis. I was kind of, or AJ, I was kind of worried about that. Let's try something else. What if we did this way? Is that any better? Or is the light still too much? Let me know in the comments if that's better, AJ. Is that better, neighbor? It looks a little better on my phone. I'm waiting for your response, AJ. Did that fix the lighting? Can somebody let me know? Is the lighting better? Please let me know. Okay, great. Excellent. So my uncle, you know, my dad told me that basically my grandmother had told him, you know, now that my life was a little more stable and I was off drugs, that kind of her dying wish was that half the face. I don't know what to do, AJ. I mean, I'm in a situation where I'm doing the best I can for you guys. The only other option I have is to go dark, basically. Is that better? How's that? Does that help? Is there still a glare? You can see all the oil on my face now. So is this better or worse now, guys? I think the chat is a little bit delayed. No, I care, AJ. I care. I want to make sure you can see. If you've got a glare, that doesn't make it good. You know, nobody wants to sit there and watch a screen with a huge glare on it. So I completely understand. Yeah, I know I got a cigarette. That doesn't make it better, but whatever. Um, my uncle didn't have a job, and I was paying bills. So my dad would give him cash, send him cash, but I refused. Okay, because I knew about the scammer situation. So I would pay the light bill. I would pay the house phone bill. I would pay a cell phone bill. And then, I knew my dad was giving him money too. Yeah, I think that's right, AJ, about a 30-second delay. Um, and so, but then he ended up getting a job at the Shell station, but he was only there for like a month. So basically, I was trying to finish up the construction I was doing on the ministry job I was at. And so there was several months of me and my uncle talking and kind of planning for my move here. And he never told me he didn't have a job no more. And so when I got here, he had no job and I had no fucking idea. And I was pissed. I was honestly pissed. But when I came here, I had $4,000 in my savings account. Not long enough to know gas prices. uh, and so I arrived with $4,000 in my bank. And basically, my uncle not having a job. And the first 4 months I was here, he didn't have a job. And in the first 4 months I was here, I depleted that $4,000 in addition to my $1,400 a month disability, largely on food for my uncle. And the fucked up part is, I would buy a pizza, and my uncle would say, "You get 4 slices, and I get 4 slices." Motherfucker, I bought the pizza. If I want 7 slices and you get 1 slice, you're not gonna dictate who gets what food. But I mean, for 4 months, this is the way it was. When I purchased food from somewhere, he would say how much each of us got to split it in half. And that to me is just wrong. But I was kind of patient with him. I was long suffering. I just expressed to him, don't dictate how my food gets given out. If I want to eat more than you, I will, because I bought it. Okay, you don't get to say how much of the food I bought that I get to eat. That's wrong. Okay? And so, to try and comfort my uncle, the only really thing that comforted him was TV and food. And so I'd watch a lot of TV with him, which before I came here, I had spent the last 2 years getting away from media. Like Dion would say, "Oh, you're sitting here scolding people about media, but you have a YouTube channel." Well, my YouTube channel is not entertainment. It's not lies. It's not, uh, uh, Blanche Whalen, member for 3 months, Loyalty Plus membership. Hope it works. I don't know what works, but that highlighted your comment. It's all big and green. That's cool. I get distracted by the comments, which it's okay. Don't stop commenting when I say that, you guys. I got to get better. It's practice. Okay, so media. When I talk about media, I'm talking about like entertainment. Watch a movie, you guys, and every time the camera is on a frame, count until it changes view. You're not going to get past 3 to 4 seconds, and the camera's going to change the view, change the view, change the view every 3 to 4 seconds. I don't know what you did. It just what it says, Blanche, is it's highlighted in green. See that? And it says member for 3 months, Loyalty Plus membership, and then your comment, hope it works. So I'm not sure if you paid for 3 months of membership additional or what you did, but it's a big green highlighted comment. So let's see. Damn it, lost track again. Uncle, food, comforting, media. Yeah, watch a movie and count. 1, 2, 3, and every 3 seconds it's going to change frames. The reason is it's shutting off your limbic system. It's literally shutting off your ability to think and comprehend. You're not able to take in the view that you're seeing before they change the view. And that's how they're so good at putting in subliminal messaging. You know how many commercials have the word sex in it? Have the word food in it? Have the words, let's see, I forget. There's all kinds of words, and it's the 8 billion people on this planet. I'd say 7,999,990,000 of them are under a mass psychosis. Did anyone see a small black box to touch? Can you guys answer Blanche's question? She wants to know, did anyone see a small black box to touch? And so, Back on the media thing, TV and food were the only thing that comforted my uncle. And I got away from media because media does alter the way you act as a person, literally, significantly. So does music. It completely alters your brain. 1,000,000%. Hollywood is pure fucking evil. Pure evil. It really is, you guys. Entertainment is not good. Media entertainment. There's so much scientific proof to show how bad media is for us human beings. And I've been telling my uncle for 2 years that food and media were two of my really bad vices. And so when he sits there 12 hours a day in front of the TV and eats 8 of those 12 hours and then goes and sleeps for 12 hours, it was making it hard for me to stay away from media. Okay, and I have here recently, ever since music is a literal drug, and that slowly changes my state of mind. I love it. Yeah, AJ, it is, and you love it because it's dopamine hits. Jacob and Jason, thanks, Jacob and Jason, that you're watching. And when Dion came, he was 24 hours on the phone too. As soon as he wakes up, he's on the phone while he's working, on the phone, watching TV, while he's going to bed, and watches TV, falls asleep with the phone on. And I had gotten out of that habit, largely. That was the worst time, is when I laid down for bed, I'd put something on, but I'd try to watch educational documentaries and stuff, and even those, count how quickly the frames change. It's because they're causing your brain to shut down. I forget what it is. It's the limbic system and the other part of your brain. I forget what it is. But nonetheless, I've fallen really bad back into it. I was begging with my uncle and Dion, please, you guys are doing nothing but watching media all day long, and it's a bad habit for me, and it changes the type of person I am, and it causes me to fall into a depression and not care about things and not want to get up, etc., etc., etc. And Dion would bash me. Well, you have a YouTube channel. Yeah, but do you notice how my frame on my YouTube channel never changes? I don't sit there and change you guys' view every 3 seconds. I'm not doing dumb shit. We're talking about life. We're doing real things. This is an educational channel. This is a channel to spread love. This is a channel to spread kindness. I don't give you guys clickbait titles. I don't make false thumbnails just so you'll watch my video for 10 minutes and then have to leave a comment that you wasted 10 minutes of your life because I never actually got to what my fucking title says. I don't believe in that shit, but all YouTubers do it. All of them. Well, almost all of them. Greasy Shop Rag doesn't do that. If his title says this is broken fixed, he actually does that in his videos. Okay, so my uncle's other issue is he'll lie. He would lie to me all the time about where his money was going. So he finally got a job. He's been there a little over a year. He got that job at the beginning of 2023. And so he's been there like 14 months. And his money, he'd never have any money and there'd be no food in the house. And one day I got a final notice for the light bill. He's responsible for the light bill and I pay all the other bills. Okay? I got a final notice in the mail that my lights were going to get shut off. And I fucking lost it, you guys. I fucking lost it. Without electricity, I can't run my business. You're making $500 a week. He had bald tires on his truck with wires showing. It took me 8 months to get him to finally get tires on his truck. I finally had to lay down the law and say, I'm in charge of your finances. You guys, like he's my man-child. He's like a fucking kid. Yeah, AJ, TikTok, there's a lot of evidence that TikTok is, what it does is basically if you watch one depressive thing or like sad music or whatever, that's what your feed becomes. And it's actually been proven that a lot of people have killed themselves because TikTok told them to kill themselves, basically. Because their feed becomes nothing but negative, and then it becomes more and more negative and depressing and anxiety, and then how suicide, kill yourself, boom, dead. Hundreds of people have killed themselves because TikTok told them to. That's why so many people tell me I could grow my channel by doing TikTok. I could get viral videos, but I refuse. Hey, thanks, Justin B. I'm so glad you're here, neighbor. I think you responded to my message, but I think I forgot to read your damn text message you sent me, neighbor. Did you, dirty? So sorry. With my uncle's lying, he would lie about where his money was going and everything else, and I finally caught him in these lies. But where I really came up with the irrefutable evidence is when he went in the hospital. He gave me the code to his cell phone, and I found all the messages with the one scammer playing 5 different people in his life. And but nonetheless, there was a time my uncle when I got that final notice, he had also taken out a payday loan. Don't sweat it, brother. We don't get caught in life sometimes. Yeah, that's right. Yep. See, so that's what I'm saying, AJ. It becomes what you watch the most of. YouTube does the same thing, but not as bad. Um, like if I watch one documentary, or like I watched Family Guy one time, and now 90% of my feed I gotta scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. To get past all the Family Guy, American Dad, whatever that, the scientist and the little kid, Rick and Morty or whatever, and I've never even watched that, but it's on my feed because I watched one animated adult comedy or one animated adult show, and now most of my YouTube feed is that, okay, because they're trying to get you to watch a specific thing. So there was a time my uncle, initially lied about giving his scammer $400 out of his $500 paycheck and opening a payday loan. And when he finally sat down and told me the truth, I was calm. And what I do, I went and paid off his payday loan because for like 4 months, I had no idea. He was paying $55 a week, you guys. $55 a week. And his balance stayed at $389. He was paying $220 or $238 a month in just interest on a $389 loan. That's what he was paying. And so I went and paid it off and got it out of that trap. And I calmly talked to him about how it made me feel. But when you lie to me and continue to lie to me, and then I give you evidence that you're lying to me, he'll call a calculator a liar. Literally, you guys, he called my fucking calculator a liar about how much gas he put in the truck. He'll call the gas station receipt a liar. He'll call Walmart receipts liars. All this different stuff. And so today, I was at a customer's house bidding a job for him to prep all his equipment to be stored away for the summer. And I got a call from my uncle's infectious disease doctor. He had an appointment today, and my uncle was at home sleeping. Okay, he had been asleep for like 16 hours. That's the way my uncle is. He sleeps, eats, and watches TV, nothing more. For me, my love language is doing stuff for me, literally. I need help with my shop and everything. It's just without me asking, you have 10,000 chores that I've told you over the past 2 years need to get done. And just naturally doing them is showing love to me. My other love language is telling the truth. Just be honest, even when you fuck up. My greatest thing I cannot handle in people is accountability. Accountability. I don't think... I didn't notice anything, Blanche, but I don't think it worked. I'll try on my computer tomorrow or on my phone. What are you trying to do, Blanche? Can you tell me? Can you tell us what you're trying to do? I hate when people refuse to be accountable. Big old pink hand, a wave. Especially when you've got all the evidence in front of you that you're caught. You're caught. It's like I told my uncle. He blames me. He broke like $1,000 of my inventory once because I smashed his fan that was already broken and on its way out, and it was like a $10 fan from 20 years ago. And I gave him $60 right away that night to go to Walmart the next day and get him a nice fan, and he did. Okay, so if I break your shit, I'm gonna replace it. But he broke $1,000 worth of my inventory and then blamed me. Said it was my fault. Said because I broke his shit is why he broke my shit and it was my fault. I said, no, motherfucker. You chose with your two hands and your brain to break my shit. No matter the reason, you're responsible for that. I could blame you for me breaking your fan. Okay? Give him a membership is all. Oh, you were trying to gift a membership? Blanche, is that available? Is it allowing you to give a membership? Because, yeah, that's kind of the way YouTube was telling me, is that you can only do it on lives, and it's almost like the members have to gift memberships or something like that. It's a little confusing to me. Blanche, I'm going to give you a call tomorrow if I have time to talk about that, what you're trying to do, and we'll see if we can get it worked out for the next live event next week. And so basically, let's get to what happened today. I'm on a kind of jumped off track here, but when I get told the truth, you guys, it's so much easier to deal with. Even if I get upset a little bit at first, I will become very calm and I can just love you and do nice things for you because you told me the truth. Make you a dinner, buy you something you need, take you out to eat, whatever. Just because you're being honest to me. Because we're all human beings and we all fuck up all the time. But when you can't be accountable, when you make a mistake, that's a problem. It's like I told my uncle, you're blaming me. So do you really think a jury, if you say, well, it's my wife's fault that she's dead. She pushed me, so I bashed her head into the coffee table. She made me do it. You're going to prison for life, motherfucker. No matter what. Your actions are your actions. You can't say, well, I did it because they made me mad. No, you let them control your emotions and make you angry and do other things. It's still your responsibility. You're still accountable for that. Period. You can't blame somebody else for what you do. How you react to things is up to you. Okay? And even I have a hard time accepting that concept. But I tell my uncle, by your logic, then you broke your fan because you lied to me and you made me do it. So here's what happened today. Let's go back to last week first. Last week, my uncle said he was going to get up on his day off and help out. And so I forget why I had to go wake him up, but I had to change his bandage. So I went in there and I said, let's go ahead and change your bandage because I'm going out to the shop and I'm going to get all greasy and dirty. So might as well do this while I'm clean. So I changed his bandage and he told me I'll be up in I'm planning to get up in about a half an hour. Okay, well, I let 2.5 hours pass and my uncle was still not up. And I went in there and I said something to him and then he tried to lie and say, I said a half an hour to an hour and a half. And I said, but even then, it's been 2.5 hours. You didn't set an alarm. You didn't ask me to wake you up at a certain time. Therefore, you fucking lied when you said you're getting up in a half an hour. Okay? Well, in my mind, I planned it that way. No, you didn't plan it because planning it would be setting an alarm or saying, wake me up in a half an hour. And so last week, we agreed that that was a fucking lie. Saying you're going to get up in a half an hour and not fucking setting an alarm and not asking somebody to wake you up is lying. Bottom line. Okay, so today, I was at my customer's house, and his doctor called me and said, we're trying to get a hold of Mark Neighborgal. He has a telecom appointment today, and he's not answering his phone. We wanted to see if we had the right number. Sorry, I'm smoking, you guys. Stressed out. I'm thinking about this. It's getting me irate again. And so I dropped what I was doing with my customer and said, sorry, neighbor, I'm going to have to do this job tomorrow. I've got to go home and wake my uncle up for his doctor. And so I come home. And I said, Uncle, you're missing your doctor's appointment. They're trying to get a hold of you on your phone. And he says, yeah, I just talked to him. Well, he doesn't know it yet, but I also know he lied about his doctor's appointment. He didn't answer the phone because I called them. Yeah, it's hard, Curtis. It's hard. I think he fakes his emotions. He's like me. He can sit there and cry at TV shows all the time, and it's like just have this severe sympathy and empathy for the situation, and be really touched by, like when people get the shows where they rebuild handicapped people's houses and poor people's houses and stuff. But I struggle to believe that it's real anymore. Bobby Combs. Hey, neighbor, Bobby Combs. I recognize your name, but I don't recognize it as seeing it a lot on the channel. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up while you're here. And so I told him, you're missing your doctor's appointment. He says, I just took care of it about 10 minutes ago. I was only 7 minutes away from the house. And I left my customer's house immediately upon his doctor calling me. And so he's trying to tell me within 7 minutes, he had his entire doctor's appointment over the phone with the infectious disease doctor. I don't believe it. Okay. And I called them at about 4 o'clock today and I said, did you guys manage to get the appointment with my uncle? And they said, no, he didn't answer the phone. And I said, oh, okay. And they said, well, we did get him to answer once, but he said that he was sleeping and that they have to do it another time. That's what he did. And he lied to me about that. And I haven't even brought it up yet because I want to punch him in the fucking mouth. But here's the thing. I didn't even ask him to do anything today because his schedule changed this week. Normally he works 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then he has Tuesday and Wednesday off. He gets off at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, and he doesn't go back to work until 2 p.m. Thursday. Okay, so Thursdays he works 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. usually. However, his schedule changed this week because sometimes the guys will switch days when they need to get something done. My uncle has done it as well because I'll need to truck and he'll have to change his 2 to 10 shift with somebody so I can go to an appointment or whatever. Because if you don't know, my van has blown up. So when I woke him up for his doctor's appointment, he told me it had already been done. I said, okay, neighbor. Well, I just wanted to make sure. And then he says, well, I plan to get up in like a half an hour. Didn't ask him what time he was getting up. Didn't ask him if he was doing anything today. And then the only thing I did was ask him, do you work today or tonight? What do you have to work? And he said no. Okay, so this was at like 3 minutes after 10 a.m. And so come 12:10 p.m., I went in there and I said, Mark, do you know you fucking lied to me about getting up yet again, and I don't really appreciate it. Because today I was just going to do my thing, and if he woke up at a decent time, I was going to ask him if he wanted to do the door on a pump house with me. Now, I try to be funny. I'm bipolar, Bobby, so I have mood swings really bad, but I try to throw some humor in. And a lot of times I don't want to post videos when I'm in a bad mood, but I do because people say they like the honesty and the raw, real content. So that's why I do it for you guys. I appreciate your support, Bobby. Thank you very much, and I'm glad that you find joy in the channel. I really do. I appreciate that very much, neighbor. And so then he did the same thing he did last week. He said, I said I'd be up in a half an hour to an hour and a half. And what you're doing there is you're calling me a fucking liar. Because last week and this week, it's not my fault you didn't hear what I said. I just didn't say it loud. I said it, I just didn't say it loud. But yet I heard him say that I'm planning to get up in a half an hour or so. And then I heard him respond to me, no, I don't work tonight. No, I don't work today. Okay? So, for 2 hours, you guys, actually almost 3 hours, we went in circles about how he's lying. And he went back to, he changed it from half an hour to hour and a half till he said it was going to be a half an hour to an hour. And then he blamed me. Well, you had me so upset earlier that I misspoke and said an hour and a half. But then he went back to changing it from half an hour to an hour and a half because I said, okay, because he said his clock said 10:22. And so, according to him, when I woke him up, it was an hour and a half. And then he changed his story to that he didn't set an alarm because when I went in there, he was already awake. He's like, I was awake, wasn't I? I said, no, I woke you up. And he says, well, I was planning to get up then anyways. I said, it's been 2 hours. Or, I'm sorry, it's been an hour. Yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes, I think it was, roughly. And basically, for over 2 hours, he continued to lie to me. Oh, I've done that. See, that's the thing, AJ. I've done that. And he says the recording is a liar. Just like the calculator's a liar. Just like the gas pump is a liar. Just like the Walmart receipt is a liar. Just like his truck gas gauge and mileage is a liar. Yeah, I've recorded him at the park eating fucking Dairy Queen when he had no fucking money. When he lied to me. And then he tried to say that he had a coupon for a Blizzard and a whole meal for free. But then I was at the park. I went to the park where it was, and then I fucking opened his passenger door because I saw the receipt on the bag, and I pulled it off, and I said, "What's this?" It said you paid for the food. Well, that's a mistake. It was comped. It was a coupon. I says it says right here that you paid with this debit card ending in this last 4 numbers, and that's your fucking CBNS bank debit card. But the receipt was a liar. He lies and lies and lies and lies and lies, and I'll tell him, all you have to do is tell me the truth. That will calm me down, and everything will be fine. We'll work it through. We'll get through it. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Okay, but when you're not accountable, when you refuse to acknowledge shitty character, yeah, see, that's the thing, AJ, is I've been trying to get him into a mental health provider. We had told his primary care doctor the first time he got out of the hospital. I went to the appointment with him, and there was supposed to be a referral made where they want him to drive 45 minutes to have a video appointment. Makes no sense, but they're not set up so he can do it from home. But nonetheless, they never called him. And then the second time he got out of the hospital, again, I went to his follow-up with his primary care doctor, Nora, and said, we never heard from the mental health specialist. We really need to get this done. Because my thing is, I struggle telling a 55-year-old man what to do and how he can spend his money. But if he has the brain of a child, very way may be double. Matthew, I mean, not Uncle. I guess I missed something in the text there. So nonetheless,
I believe his appointment is set up and it's in my calendar, but he hasn't put it in his phone, even though I sent him something. All he has to do is click the text I sent him, and it stores it in his phone, sets reminders, and turns alarms on and everything. He never did it. Never fucking did it. So, that being said, if I get a mental health diagnosis for him that says he has Asperger's and everything, it's a lot easier for me to say, okay, he's my man child. I have to tell him how to spend his money because he's not able to function like a normal human being. But without that on paper, it makes it really hard for me, and I struggle every week to tell him how he's allowed to spend his money and what needs to go where, and to tell him what he has to do. Tell him to do his chores. He has cats, 3 cats. Well, 2 because one died, but 1 litter box. And our house always smells like fucking cat piss. Now, mind you, I don't mind once in a while my cat jumping up on the table and I pet him or whatever, but as a whole, my cats should not be on my fucking counter where I prepare food, nor my dining room table where I eat my goddamn food. Again, AJ, because if he's not mentally capable, he's my uncle. And my grandmother's dying wish was that I take care of him and look after him. That's why it's my responsibility. And because I profess Jesus Christ, and so does he, and therefore we're accountable for one another. As Christians, we're supposed to be accountable for one another. Okay? We're supposed to look after one another. We're supposed to call each other out on our shitty character. We're supposed to pray for one another, pray together. And he should be the leader of the home because he's the elder. However, I have to lead our home. But again, if that's on paper, it's a lot easier for me as a grown man to tell another grown man what the fuck to do. Because if the roles were reversed and my uncle was telling me when I can do this, what I can eat, what I can't eat, how I spend my money, what chores I have to do on what days and at what times, how much TV I'm allowed to watch per day, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm a grown-ass man. You ain't fucking telling me what to do. See, that's my dilemma. But if he's a man-child up here, then I'll say, okay, it's a responsibility. It's not a grown man telling a grown man what to do. Yeah, you guys are confusing the hell out of me now. I like you guys' little emojis there though. Jenny! Hey neighbor! Hey, you guys, Jenny's 53 years old and she's fucking hot. And I'm not afraid to say it. Jenny, you're fucking gorgeous. She's in Australia. Yeah, how's that for raw, real, and honest? Okay, so back to it. Yeah, hey, Blanche, the way I see it is, well, side note here, the way I see it is, your parents change your shitty diapers and they raise you from a baby. And so when your parents end up needing to be taken care of as their children, we should do it, not throw them in a nursing home. Oh, let's see. Seems like you have it hard enough without your boat anchor of an uncle. Therapist might say for you to set boundaries. Is it possible you're enabling him? Yes, I'm just a mechanic, so don't know shit. AJ, I did used to enable him, but I don't no more. That's why I went through over $4,000. I was just trying to make my uncle feel better. But see, the other thing is, I came here under false pretense. My uncle has diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and I never brought up health or exercise or nothing, but he talked about, we're going to work out together, we're going to take walks together, we're going to do this together, he's going to, my uncle just turned 55, Jenny. You want to date him? And how he believed with eating healthy and exercise and prayer, he could cure his diabetes. But yet he refuses to change his eating habits. You guys would not believe how much meat this man eats. It is unreal. Unfucking real. No, that wasn't just AJ. That was like 7 or 8 months ago, the payday loan. It wasn't just. I'm giving you 2 years of history here, okay? Now I control his paycheck. He gets $100 a week out of his paycheck. I pay all the bills. He has the cash. He fills his gas tank and then keeps $100. The rest goes to me to pay the bills, okay? And then I don't ride him as much about doing chores. I don't have time for it. It takes too much fucking energy. You're more my type, neighbor. Oh, shit, Jenny, you guys, Jenny's flirting with me. Well, Jenny, like I told you, if you ever come to America, you better let me take you out to dinner, goddammit. So apparently Jenny likes crazy, not lazy crazy. Well, I'm kind of lazy sometimes too, but you couldn't handle my mood swings, Jenny, trust me. I can be a real asshole when I'm fucking having a bad bipolar day. Close to my age, 62 soon. Going on 82. 62 going on 82, Blanche. I forget, how old you say author is, Blanche? Gary, she can have my sauce. Shit. She's fine as hell. Anyways, so today, every time he lies to me like this, my biggest thing is just tell the truth. Because he gets me so violently angry, I start punching shit. And today, for 2 hours, I tried to get him to come out in the yard and fight me. Oh, yeah, you're a woman, Jenny, so I can believe that your mood swings beat mine hands down. Sorry, ladies, not sorry. He wouldn't fight me. Just wouldn't fight me. I think I told you guys. No, I didn't tell you what happened, but I will. Fuck it. I told you guys about the last big blow up we had, but nonetheless, I put my forehead to his and I tapped him like this is his head, and I tapped him like that because he was supposed to do something. He was supposed to go to the store, take my credit card to the store, and get something we needed for the house, and he didn't do it. And his reason for not doing it is because you didn't tell me that today. You didn't tell me to do it today. No, yesterday we agreed that tomorrow you will take my card, I'll leave it on the table, and you'll go to the store and get milk or whatever it was. I don't fucking remember what it was. But I was so angry with him that his excuse was, you didn't tell me to do it today. No, motherfucker, because I'm sleeping. You were supposed to do it when you got home at 6 o'clock in the morning. And so I walked away from him after doing that, was heading back to my room. I was at least 5 steps from him, and he's 6'2", you guys, so his steps are big. Nice as fuck until someone gives me a reason not to. Yeah, that's me, Jenny. I'm real nice until somebody treats me wrong. I don't care about all this material shit. I keep telling my uncle, I just want you to fucking love me, uncle. Why don't you love me? Why don't you respect me? Why don't you love me enough to just fucking tell me the truth? You're caught in a lie, and yet you keep lying. And then you blame me for all your bad character. All of his bad character, he blames me. Or he'll word shit in a way to where he thinks he's confessing and repenting and saying sorry, but it's added with wording that basically shifts the blame to me and takes no accountability. Yeah, I know, Curtis, right? So that day, what he did is he picked up one of my frying pans, and I'm walking back to my room, and he cracked my head open with it. That's what he did, neighbors. Cracked my fucking head open like a coward bitch. Bent my frying pan. That's what he did. I spent $450 on this set of pans, and they can't be turned on high heat. They're made of copper. You can only use medium high heat max. You're not supposed to use butter and oil because they're non-stick. Okay? And also, the frying pans, you cannot... I have a deep frying pan. Whoa! Let's turn the compressor off. Shit! That scared the shit out of me. Oh, did you see the new compressor, you guys? I got the new compressor. 60 gallon. It's going to do all the CFM I need to do. The guy had it listed for 200. I negotiated down to 175, and he was an hour and 10 minutes away. We were about 20 minutes into the drive, and he texted me, wait, I just tried to turn it on, and the regulator switch broke. And I said, well, shit, neighbor, that means it's going to be cheaper now, right? And then he found another problem with it. And so when I got there, I ended up getting the compressor for $125. I'm going to have to buy a $50 part for it. And it's a 220 plug, but that's fine. I don't mind. I don't have my electrical done yet, so I don't mind wiring for a 220 plug and spending the $50 to fix the compressor. It's going to do everything I need, and it's above what I need, so it's great. It's old, but the motor works great, and there's no leaks in it. That compressor that just kicked on is my pancake compressor, which I just, thanks neighbor Mike T, tapped into my 50-gallon compressor that the motor doesn't work on so that I can get more consistent air until we get the electricity done. So, back to my uncle. I just told him last week he's cooking, and I've got that deep frying pan, and I've told him, like, I don't know, 10 times, you guys, stop boiling water in that fucking pan. Use a pot. The pan is made differently than the pot. You cannot boil water in it. It will ruin the coating, okay? This is the one he smacked me over the head with when I was facing away from him, and he had to take 5 steps toward me, which he still blames me. It's my fault he hit me in the head with a frying pan because I headbutted him. No, bitch, I tapped your fucking forehead with my forehead. Literally, all I did was put my forehead against yours. That's the other compressor leaking now. You hear that squeaking? I can't stop that. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to listen to it. I'm doing the best I can here. And so, he's cooking, right? And he's boiling water in my frying pan. I had beef tips in the pan and they were simmering. I was trying to be nice and make him beef tips and rice for dinner so that he could eat and then have leftovers to take to work with him. Well, he puts all that shit in a little plastic container on a stove, ruins the fucking beef tips because they got fucking chewy because they were simmering in the pot with a lid on and the heat all the way off. And that's the problem. He'll always do shit. He knows I have sensitive teeth, so I'll leave food or drinks on the table to come to room temperature before I eat them. And he'll put them back in the fridge or freezer all the fucking time. 2 years, you guys. 2 years, I'll tell him this shit, and he still does it. 2 fucking years. Okay, so I told him right then and there to get that fucking water out of my pan. And then I told him very nicely, once again, Mark, I've told you, you cannot turn the stove above 6 with my $450 set of fucking pans. Literally, that is what I spent on this shit. When I buy something that's high quality, I want it taken care of. You want to know why I don't buy expensive headphones? Because I lose them too much and I'm not able to take care of them. So I don't deserve a $100 pair of headphones. Do you know why I don't buy expensive sunglasses? Because I don't take care of them. I scratch them, I crack them, I leave them laying around. So I'm not going to spend $80 on the sunglasses I like. You motherfucker. See if that'll help. That's really irritating. Hello, Fatty Buntings. So I tell him not to turn the pan above 6. I come outside, and not 30 seconds later, I come back in the house because I needed to grab something. What's he doing? Boiling water on 10. Ruined another one of my pans. It's flaking now. $450 and he ruined my shit. When you love somebody, you don't do that. You listen to what they say and comprehend that, yes, this is just a material thing, but I spent the high money on it because I never want to have to buy pots and pans again, and because I like to cook. And when I cook, I like to cook with good stuff. I bought me a nice cutting board, a nice set of knives. I've lost one of my knives because Dion put it to my fucking throat and the police confiscated it. Won't let me have it back. So anyways, basically I'm at this point with my uncle. Yeah, Fatty Buntings is okay. She hasn't been breathing like that anymore, fortunately. I don't go before. How's your porting on? Curtis, I've been practicing on the Roach cylinder, but I just ordered new bits because the ones I was using I didn't like. My challenge is that I keep slipping. And if I'm porting the other cylinder and slip, I'm going to ruin it because I keep slipping and hitting the plating and scratching it. So my hands are not well enough. I'm not ready yet. I have to have a really good day and take my nerve pills. So, nonetheless, I'm at this point with my uncle that it's like, I'm broke. You broke me, dude. Because all I want is for you to fucking love me. Why won't you love me? I'll protect you. I'll look after you. I'll provide for you. I'll take care of you. With his scammer, you can see in the conversations, my uncle will write a fucking paragraph this long and not get a response for 3 days, and then he does. It's a broken half-English sentence that makes no sense. And he's just trying to talk about his day. And so I'm like, I sit there and listen to you tell me the same stories over and over and over and over and over, just so you have somebody to talk to. I watch a bunch of TV with you because I don't know how else to spend. Is your grinding nickel? Yeah, no, it's my hands, Curtis. My hands cramp and then I slip. Okay, so I can only do like 3 minutes at a time and then I have to rest for 5 minutes. But I'll get there. The other problem is I still don't fully comprehend and understand how to port the cylinder, where to open it up and everything. I have a guy that was giving me some tips and I sent him a picture of what I did. I was actually going to send you a picture, Curtis, of widening the ports because he said widen them as much as the piston windows are. And so I think I know what he means, but I'll send you a picture later, Curtis, or tomorrow, and you can let me know what you think. I've told my uncle I'm fucking broken. Why won't you just fucking love me? I do all this for you. And you disrespect me and disregard me in such a way. Honestly, you guys, I have one good character quality. And when people say I lie, I lose my shit. Because all I have of any fucking value in this world is my goddamn word. I hold to my word. And if I break my word, I tell you I did you dirty. Because sometimes it's out of my control. Why didn't this comment come up on here yet? Hang on, Curtis. Depending on your locator pins in your rings, don't get too close to them. Like I said, Curtis, we'll have a conversation about that because I was thinking about asking your advice because I know you port. So you'll be able to help me because I can give you pictures and you can tell me this is right, this is wrong, whatever. I bought a bunch of different kinds of bits because the ones I bought they just don't. Even though they were pricey, I don't think I got the right ones. They're not the brand he told me. They look like the ones he sent me a picture of, but not the same brand. And so they just don't do good. And so I just got all the new bits in today. And so tonight or tomorrow, I might put my hands back to the practice cylinders, excuse me, and see what happens. And so basically, the title of this live, one little lie can spark a world war. That's the way it is, you guys. One lie. Because once you violate somebody's trust, it's almost impossible to repair it 100%. There's always going to be certain doubt, especially if you violated their trust dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Okay, because when you lie and lie and lie and lie and lie, you're the boy who cried wolf. And then when you actually are telling the truth, like when my uncle was sick, because he's a fucking hypochondriac, and if he's got the sniffles, he's dying. And so when he was that sick, he went a week without going to the hospital until he got delusional. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's definitely not faking this shit. Okay, but he fakes sickness so much. He's still using a fucking cane to walk around, but only when he goes to work or in public. He doesn't use it around here. Yeah, I understand that, Curtis. But again, if you slip, your cylinder's ruined. Once you go and put a mark in it, and you take a straight freaking mark sideways at a 40-degree angle all the way up from the transfer port all the way up to the fucking combustion chamber, and take a huge gouge out of your cylinder, it's ruined. So if I can't get that under control, I can't port. And so that's that. You tell a lie. And then the worst thing is when you tell a lie and you're calling the other person a liar. And he says he's not calling me a liar. Okay, when you're saying I didn't hear what you said and I'm telling you you did not say that, and you're saying no, I just didn't say it loud, you didn't hear me, that's not my fault. You're calling me a liar. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong by that, tell me. Because you're saying that I just didn't hear you, and I'm telling you no. No, it's not that I didn't hear you. You did not say half an hour to an hour and a half. You said half an hour. And you see, it wasn't the point that my uncle was still in bed at 12:30. It wasn't the point that he wasn't helping out. It was none of that. It was that I never even asked about what time you were getting up or what you were going to do with your day. All I did was ask if you worked tonight. You're the one that volunteered, oh, I plan on getting up in a half an hour. Even though you didn't have an alarm set and didn't ask me to wake you up in a half an hour. And then when 2 hours passed, 2 hours and 10 minutes passed, then you changed it from I said half an hour to an hour and a half. And who really gives that kind of time frame? How are you going to plan on getting up at a certain time, but you're not setting an alarm? Yeah, Blanche, I have been struggling a lot lately. Depression, fucking mood swings, and him, he doesn't understand how much it affects me. Come on, bring Jenny over here, and I'll move up there and teach you what I know. Like I said, Curtis, the camper's there, neighbor. We just have one little fix, and we gotta hook it up to the water and septic and electrical and shit. That's it. Yeah, Jenny's in Australia. She might have a little bit of a hard time coming over here. But, you know, you never know. I, however, would never subject somebody to being with me because I'm crazy and I can be mean. And when you hurt my feelings, I become physical sometimes. That's why I've been alone for 12 years. I don't desire to be with anybody because of fear. I want to be, but I think my reality is I can't be because I don't want to hurt nobody. So I just keep my hurt and I just keep my loneliness and I accept that as my reality because as hard as I try to change, it seems like I can't because I don't react well to people hurting my feelings intentionally. Okay, I just don't. I'm single the rest of my life. Yeah, Curtis, it sucks. It sucks, but you know what, neighbor? We got each other, right? So, that's the situation with my uncle. Now it's getting cold. Moving on to other things. How about I show you guys where the production of the Shed Shop 2.0 is, and then we'll quickly pop over into the other building and see if we've got anything going on. So I'm gonna flip the camera here. Okay. So I have showed you guys before. We've got this wall all the way done and stained and everything. And I don't know if everything will be permanent where it is, but I've still got the trim out my window. I'm going to do 3-inch trim all the way around the window. And I'm either going to do it white or I'm going to stain it like a really light color for good contrast. Same with my electrical is going to be, there's going to be 2x6 running all along and my plugs will be in there. And I'm going to stain that a really light color. Lost a lady friend from bipolar. It scared my heart. Yeah, bipolar's difficult, Blanche. It sucks. It sucks because it's like you end up hating yourself in a way. This can't be right. We haven't been... Why is there a timer? -3, 20, 33, 30. What the hell is it telling me I can only be live for 3 more hours, I guess? I was going to say we weren't live for 3 hours. So the pegboard will stay there, but I'm still trying to decide how to set that up. So this will kind of be my main work area. I haven't decided if I'm going to extend the bench all the way or not, but I have it on the back, and then over here, I started doing my wall, because finally my uncle tore down some fucking pallets today. I've only been asking him for a year. Excuse me, Buntings. There's Fatty Buntings, guys. So I've got this up so far. I still got to stain it, but I was working on this before we went live, okay, and I've stopped right here. Now, I'm doing this plywood, this red-colored plywood off the pallets at the bottom. Honestly, you guys, because it was a time saver. It was a time saver, and you can see there's a lip right here, a 1/4-inch lip, which I don't love, but also I don't love all the cracks and the spaces in the pallet board, but time saver and money saver. You gotta do what you gotta do. And then the other thing is the ceiling, these bats were $36 a piece when I bought them. Now they're up to $88 or something. And so we've got 3 bays left. So I've got that plastic, not plastic, but I've got my 3/4-inch foam for my air gap. And I believe I have almost all my reflectix somewhere up in the loft. But I'm out of bat insulation and I'm not paying $86. That can kiss my ass. So we will wait until that is done. This is just a piece of plywood in the way. But right here, I'm going to go ahead and take these off and do that red plywood at the bottom. The breaker box will be here. I do have it. And fortunately, thank you, neighbor Mike T, if you happen to see this or be here. Whoa, we went blurry. Damn. There we go. And I had Jonathan Berkey and kids. And yes, I have permission to use his last name, neighbors. He does HVAC, and the way he had told me to do my electrical was going to be really expensive, but we got our box. We've got most of our gang boxes, most of our switches, most of our outlet covers, our wire staples. We've got our Romex already, and all this has been here a while. We've got our outlets. He had told me to run number 4 wire from my pole to my building, and I found out I don't need that. Mike told me how to wire to make sure, because I thought I had to use 8 gauge for this 220, but I don't, fortunately. And so he sent me the information on the IRC, which is International Residential Code for Building. And there's the pole. We've got 117 feet from that pole right there behind the trailer to here. Okay, so now that we know we can use a thinner gauge wire, we can actually afford it. The truck has had 2x6 in the back of it for a month now, and the rest of the foam board for the ceiling. And I just have not had time to get to it, and that's the other thing, you know, my uncle just does not help. Let's see, so the whiteboard has not changed much since the last time I showed you guys, but let's see, we've got, this is a new customer, Gil came, and I did tell you guys a little bit when he came. He was going to buy Mama Dukes. Hey, neighbor, haven't seen your name coming up in a while. Nice to see you here. Thank you so much. And yes, thanks for the blessings to all of us. Gil brought me some saws, and he was going to buy my 025, and that saw had been running great for months and months, and I had actually used it a week prior to him coming for like 2.5 hours. Tornadoes up prices big time in hurricanes. Yeah. And so that wouldn't start. And so then he ended up buying my 021, which was a nightmare to get fucking tuned in for some reason. And that was really embarrassing, but I'm glad he still bought a saw. But we've got a 251 for him. And side note, I ordered the recoil, the Easy Start recoil for Neighbor East's 251, and the guy sent me a damn broken recoil. It's broken the same way this one does. It doesn't. It's an Easy Start, and it's really weird, but they're not, the two things inside are not supposed to spin freely together, and they do. So I have to return that, and that was a $60 item. So then Gil's 251, I got the carb kit in today, and we're just going to service that for him. It doesn't have any air leaks. We've still got to diag his Echo 400, and he's got a really sexy cutoff saw. Okay, and he's got something rattling in his muffler, so we're going to hopefully be able to fix that. And if we do, guess what? We're going to use it to cut this fucking rock, so that instead of having to build up over all of this conduit and our new wire, we're going to cut through all our limestone and be able to bury our rock with that sexy TS420, because that's what I do with my neighbor's stuff. When I test it, I do chores with it to make it practical. Still working on Ace's 660. This runs, it just won't idle, and I couldn't remember if I did a vac pressure test on it, so I have to do that again. Still looking for everybody. I need a large sized fuel cap. I need 2 of them for the Steel 041. I need one for Nathan's, and Rob Weaver 1 and 041, and the gas cap on his saw was bad as well. I finally shifted his saw down here. Okay, so this is the cap. There is one style that has, okay, this is the larger one. There's one with a smaller diameter that screws in, and this one, the tank vent is inside this. Right now I've got it pulled, except you can see the duckbill vent down in there. But no matter what I've tried to do with these 2 caps, it just freely passes air both ways, and it's not supposed to do that. It's only supposed to pull air into the tank, and then if there's too much pressure, it can push it out this duckbill tank vent. But when you have a tank vent that doesn't work, you don't get natural fuel flow up to your carburetor, so your saw can't run because it doesn't get gas. You guys help me find one, goddammit. Okay, so I need that. And then we got to finish up here because it's getting really cold. Let's see. Randall's wife is sick, so we're just waiting for him to pick up his saws. We converted his 029 to an MS390 Meteor top end. He now has 2 running MS170, so this one had an air leak, so I recommended to him that he keeps this for spare parts instead of spending another $175 on it when he's already got 2 running. Let's see. Michael's cylinder, we're waiting for his cylinder to come in. Unfortunately, we had to go with an aftermarket cylinder, and I did go with the Dukes based on you guys' recommendation, Ted Neitzel and a couple others, and that's right here. Okay. And then, let's see, I just told you about Ace's 660. I got the new seals in a couple days ago for this 372. Both these saws will be for sale. Ace wants me to sell them. I know he's looking for top of the market, but with this one, what he did, I don't know if he'll get it. Because look at this. It's got a highway top end on it, but he just burnt a hole in this. I see a lot of guys running in the woods with this filter just exposed like that, and I don't understand that. I don't like it. Anyways, still haven't heard from Jimbus whether he ran his saw or not. That's why he's still on the damn board. I did get, I made a video for you guys. I don't know when I'll get it up, but I give you a hardware list. You can go to, well, if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot somewhere, you're going to spend about half of what I spent for about 25 bucks. You can make you a worm gear puller, because this worm gear has to be pulled off of the crankshaft. It's kind of like pulling a bearing. And so did a video for you guys showing you how to build that worm gear puller and the tools that you need from the hardware store. And hopefully I'll get that to the internet within the next week or so. Let's see. I still have this 200T. I haven't had a chance. I'm going to be building another 200T, you guys, and obviously asking $100,000,000,000,000,950 for it. He fucked up that air cover bad, neighbor. He knows. Still haven't started that 044 again. Still, this guy still not fucking answering his phone. Basically, I've decided that his saw's mine. It's been here for 2 years. Sorry, neighbor. I have this MS250. Let's see. Oh, the 025 that Gil was gonna buy. Turns out one of the fucking coil bolts rattled loose, and I had no idea. That's why some bitch wouldn't run right, and so I had to fix that. Damn it, Bobby! What's up, neighbor? I'm hoping my parts come in tomorrow. Damn it, Bobby! Damn it, Bobby! Every time I go to see Damn it, Bobby, I walk out with a bag of parts about yay big, and I've spent $300. That's how fucking filthy, vile, dirty, disgusting steel is. That's why when people get on me about the prices of my saws, I'm like, fuck you. When the prices of the saws on the shelf brand new go up and the prices of the parts to rebuild the saws goes up, well, guess what? The price of the used saw goes up. And my saws are rebuilt, not used. And I've sold a lot of saws lately, and we paid a lot of credit card debt and might be going to South Carolina to buy a bunch of shit from some guy. Okay, so this one, I think we figured out, yeah, I told you guys, that's for sale now. I did order some cheap Raisman bars and chains, unfortunately, because I just couldn't afford a $50 bar for each saw right now, so... Jenny's here. She's just probably quiet, or she maybe went to bed. I don't know. So I found a pinhole leak in that impulse hose, and that's about it. That's where we are. Oh, here's the 026 that I'm gonna port. Okay, it's running good. I cut with it. She's sexy. I decided to go ahead and put the big spikes on it. Yeah, see, I told you Jenny's probably here. She's just listening. It's a sexy saw. Oh, and that's the other thing. I bought this stuff. I need to start dyeing plastics again. And my next purchase will probably be the sandblaster, since I have the compressor now. Oh, Curtis, here's my bits I bought, neighbor. It's weird because they're all like Chinese. I can't find. They're all cheap priced. Like none of them are over $20, and I'm like, with the price, it just seems not good. I bought these. I bought this set. And these I haven't opened yet. Oh, I left my knife on the other side. Set you guys down for a second. And then I gotta go because it's cold as fuck, you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I bought these longer ones, Curtis. Okay. They're double-edged or whatever they call it. And then I bought, oh, I think this is just a carb kit. Yeah, this is, for another 450. I'm gonna build another Hustler on a 450. And that's the other thing. Those of you that have been here a long time, Ted Neitzel, I know you know what the fuck this is. That 450 that just is weird. Can't get that running right. And then I have a 440 I built down there. And it's doing the same exact fucking thing that thing is doing. And I can't figure it out. I went through that 450 again, especially for Ted, because you've been here since the beginning. That Saul's been here. I went through and changed the fuel line again. I went one thing at a time. I tried a different coil. The only thing I haven't tried is a new flywheel. And the reason is I don't have one. I don't have a 450 flywheel. It's very, 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 very rare. I don't know that I've ever maybe once had a flywheel that was bad, that wasn't broken or damaged in any way, but just somehow was bad. The poles were bad. But that's realistically, I noticed that when I tipped the saw on the side and laid the clutch cover side on a bench, gas is pouring out where the tank vent is, but the IPL doesn't show anything extra on that nipple. And my 440 is doing the same thing. And so... I have a theory that maybe that's the issue, but usually when a tank vent is bad, a saw doesn't backfire and not throttle, and it just all the weird stuff this 450 and this 440 are doing is perplexing to me. So, but you guys know me, it's kind of like the 240s. They're not selling on eBay. I was trying to raise money for Ted, and I failed. Sorry, Ted Neitzel, to help you with your house. Doesn't stay running. Pop the original 44 mil in the back, and the sizzle is going to save up for an OEM 260 kit. Okay. Well, you know, Meteor makes a 260 kit there. Damn it. Fuck, what's your name, dude? Crumpus? Damn it, I can't get the messages to come back up. Anyways, Meteor makes a kit, and I have one. I planned on building an 026 with the 260 top end. If you ever need a Meteor kit, let me know. That's about it, you guys. Whoever is in a relationship romantically, don't lie to your partner. And any relationship you have with any human being, you really can use what a marriage relationship is supposed to be to base what that relationship is supposed to be, minus the sex, you guys. Okay, you shouldn't be having sex with your uncle or your aunt or your brother or sister. Okay, in the South, first cousins are okay. In the North, second cousins, not first. Okay, first cousin is incest. In the South, it's not. Some people might think fucking your sister's not incest down here. I don't know. There's some weird people here. There's a difference between a redneck and a hillbilly, and that's one of them. A redneck won't fuck his sister. A hillbilly will. Anyways, shit. See, lost track now. Damn it. Oh yeah, relationships. Just honesty. Honesty, you guys. Honesty is of utmost importance. Good. I've been single since 2016 and I'm 53. I'll never get remarried. Yeah, Mama Dukes, I've been single since 2009 or 2010. I've had one girlfriend in that time and it was a very short relationship. And that was in 2013. So really, I guess I've been single since 2013, a decade, a little over a decade. Uh, Oh, look, I never finished my lunch. That's why I'm damn hungry. I got my fucking sandwich sitting over there with one bite out of it because the fucking state troopers in Texas called me after I left a message 4 months ago. And ironically, even though they're saying I have a felony warrant, the state troopers told me I don't have a warrant in Texas. Makes no sense, you guys. The fucking corruption that's going on with that situation. We'll talk about that more next week, maybe. Um, be honest, you guys. No matter who it is, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your boss, whoever. If you are honest, yes, sometimes honesty, being honest, has negative results, but in the long run, the truth shall set you free. That saying is true. If you love somebody, if you respect somebody, if you care about somebody, you don't lie to them. Okay? And if you do lie, you end up coming back and saying, I did you dirty, I fucking lied, I don't know why, because I'm a shitty human being, and I'm sorry. Here's the truth. That's what you should do. Don't lie to people. Lying destroys lives. It destroys relationships. It destroys families. Seriously. It's a toxic poison. Literally. And again, I don't care what anybody says, agrees or disagrees with this, but lying and stealing is right up there with fucking raping babies. That's how shitty of character it is. And I'm no better than nobody, but what I can say is I'm fucking honest. Good, bad, or indifferent, I'll tell the truth. Okay? I have really shitty other character qualities, but I'll fucking tell the truth. It's cold. Do you guys see my breath? So, let's read these last couple of comments. Is there any other input you guys have? Does anybody want to ask any questions? Yes, I'm 026. Wait. No, don't go away. Message. 026 Super, same stroke as 026, but 026 Super is different yet. Agree, no reason to lie. Have integrity, and you have no reason to lie. That's right, Mama Dukes. Integrity. Integrity is something most human beings are missing. You know? But that's what I said. We are all human beings. So if the natural flaw of lying comes out your mouth, don't cover it up with more lies. Just say you're sorry and make it right. Simple as that. Anybody got any final thoughts, neighbors? I'm going to give it about 30 seconds because I know the chat's delayed. And then I'm going to take my freezing ass inside with my half a sandwich, have dinner, and I can't promise, but I will try to edit some footage for you guys because I said I was going to put out several videos this week, and I did you guys dirty. I only gave you 2. I've been really depressed. I'm really sorry. It's been a rough week. It's hard when the only person you live with that you pour most of your love into doesn't fucking love you back. It makes it hard to have motivation in life. It makes it hard to get up every day and be encouraged when you know somebody else lives with you, but yet you're doing everything alone and you get no help. Comments are quiet. Thank you that there's 12 people and we got 12 thumbs up. I love you, neighbors. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for being a part of this channel. And thank you for your patience with me. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with me, the things that you teach me about Saul's in life, as well as I try to teach you. Because, like Curtis, he definitely got more knowledge in porting than me. Ted, you've got a lot of things that you've taught me about Saul's that I didn't know before. Especially the trick with the fucking, what's it called? The anti-seize here. Ted, I've been using the shit out of this ever since you told me about it. So you guys definitely help, and that makes the channel better, and that means that this platform, though it's a small channel, when you guys share stuff like with me, I get to share it with the full audience, and so people get to work better and make their lives better and easier. I really am grateful for you guys. I hope you do believe that, okay? I couldn't do this without you guys. You guys help me keep going. And yeah, I know I've told you, to be honest, I do you guys dirty because just one of you fucking saying that I support you and make your life better should encourage me every single day, all day long, but it doesn't. That's because I'm a shitty human being. Sorry, neighbors. I need more love to fill the tank. So keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are fucking awesome. I have the very best YouTube viewers out of anybody. I don't care about guys that have 1.6 million viewers. My viewers are the best. Okay? So thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. I'm cold as hell. I'm going to go inside, and I'll try my best to stay consistent with doing the lives on Fridays. Okay, I almost forgot today, but at least I didn't do you dirty. I did lie for you, and I stopped my construction. I wanted to be selfish and keep going with finishing my wall. But you guys are more important, okay? Because that shop's there because of you guys. Wouldn't be there without you, okay? So I love you, neighbors. Have a good day, Jenny. Other people here in Jenny's in the future. So, Jenny, we'll see you sometime in the future. Everybody that's in the Central Time Zone. Ted, you're in the past. So, have a good day, Ted, because you're in the past. You'll catch up with me in a few hours. Oh, wait, no, you won't, because it'll still be a few hours later. Future past, present, future past, present, future past, present, future. What the fuck would Back to the Future guy say now? Hey, do you know all we got to do to time travel is go to Australia? And we're traveling to the future. Or we can go to California to travel back to the past. All right, that's it, you guys. Fucking love you. Be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. I just said it, that I love you, but I'm going to say it right. I love all 8 billion of you, even though I really fucking suck at it. But I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep trying to get better, because somebody's got to do it, right? Till next time, neighbors.